Hey, what's up? It's Tim Hastings here. I just want to take a few minutes to show you how to create a tracking sheet. So anytime you want to create something new in your life, a new behavior, maybe it's a new diet, maybe it's a new exercise routine, new meditation practice, whatever it is, you want to be able to track your results. You want to make sure that it's measurable to see what's happening in your life. So I'm going to show you how to make this quick tracking sheet, and you can use it as you need it. So I will give you all the instructions afterwards as far as the dimensions and what you'll need to do this.
So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out the squares on this piece of paper here. This is just a normal easel pad that you can get at Office Depot or Staples or something like that. It's 2.5 feet by 2.08 feet. It's pretty standard size. So it's about 3 3/4 inches for each slot across the top. I'm going to go the same way down, the same distance down. So each square for each day of the week, basically. So 7 days across, 7 days down, which will give me a total square of 49 days total. Now I'm going to be doing this next process for myself, which is actually going to be more than that. So I'm going to start on the next page and do my measurements. And the reason I'm doing that is so that when I'm done, I can flip this one down on top of it, and I can just trace the lines over it, and I don't have to measure anything again. So I'm going to start with that on this page here. So next what you can do is you can number these boxes. You can either use start with the date that you're starting, or you can just number them off for the number of days that you're actually going to be doing it. I'm just going to do it with the number of days. Okay, so I have 42 boxes. I'm leaving the space on the bottom actually empty, and I'll show you why here. So I like to use colored markers when I do these. Now the bottom, what I'll write is the different things that I'm doing each day. So in this case, I am doing the Wim Hof method, and so I'm going to write cold shower in blue. In red, I'm going to write breathing. In orange, I'm going to write meditation. And green is something that I'm doing on my own, which is my own visualizations. And I also do brain training, so I'm adding that in there as well on my own. So basically what I do is each day that I complete those exercises, I find the corresponding color, and I put a check in the box for each one. So if I, for some reason, don't do a cold shower one day, but I do everything else, then I leave the cold shower unchecked, and I'll just do a red check mark, I'll do an orange check mark for meditation, I'll do a green check mark for visualization, and I'll do a brown one for brain training, and I'll leave the blue one out for the cold shower. So each day I can just check off each color on there as I go along here. So it's pretty easy to use, super motivating. I've done this in the past, and it really helps to see your progress in front of you rather than just something in the ethers, so to speak. So this is a 10-week course that I'm doing, so you know, it's a 2.5 months, not a long time, but long. I'm going to give you a close-up of what this looks like here.
And you can see on the bottom there, I've written down all the different exercises I'm doing each day. And then on the grid, you can see I've numbered each one of the squares. I'll just put a check mark with the corresponding color to each one of those exercises each day in each box as I do it. Alright, so step 2, what we're going to do is we're going to put our tracking chart on our wall somewhere where you're going to see it a lot. It's in my office. I clear space on my wall so that I have it. I can look up right from my desk, and there it is right there. One little trick we're going to do here is to take a blank piece of paper from the chart, just fold over the sticky section on the top of it. I'm going to place it right here. So it's right below the first week. Each week, each time you complete 7 days, drop it down, drop it down, drop it down, drop it down. This shows only our progress, which is great. We don't have to see how much farther we have to go. We don't have to see the other, in this case, 35 days. So we see all of our progress. We don't see how far we have to go. It's just a little psychological trick. It's like when they sell you something for $99 instead of $100, right? Psychologically speaking, it's easier for us to do. So shows our progress, not as far as we have to go.